Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Edwin back again for Strictly Comics, and I just came back from the comic book shop and I wanted to go ahead and show off this week's pull list. I'm not working today, so I wanted to take full advantage of the opportunity and try to get this stuff out to you guys as soon as possible. As you can see, we got a different camera view going on here. I was like, you know what, my kitchen's kind of a mess. I don't feel like clearing all that stuff off the counter just to shoot, so I'm gonna shoot in the living room. So that's what I'm doing right now. Here's the bag, you guys. Just came back from the comic shop, so kind of doing it a little bit like how what's his name, Comic Book Corner 2.0, Mike Spider Slayer. So, and you guys, this was a really big week for me. I'm not gonna go into how much money I spent, but if this becomes a habit, I'm gonna have to cut back, but I don't think that it's going to be. I tried to debate whether or not to keep some in my box and just pick up later, but some of the titles I thought were kind of interesting, and I know that some people would probably want to know whether or not I picked up certain titles up or not. So I decided just to get everything, so my box once again is clear and start fresh again next week. Also, you guys, don't forget to check us out at geekedoutnation.com, where I will be posting up a comic book review specifically for that website. I don't know what title I'm going to do a review on just yet because I have so many. I'm thinking about leaning more towards Marvel this week because the last 2 weeks in a row I did a DC title, so I'm thinking about switching it up just a little bit. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Also, you know what, there's one thing I do want to say. I just found out from Comic Book Corner 2.0, Mike Spider Slayer's video, that Venom is going to be canceled. I was like, what? I mean, I understand it wasn't like the greatest title out there or anything like that, but I'm such a huge Venom fan. I was actually a little upset, but at the same time not really, because a part of me always wants the monstrous part of the Venom symbiote that it is, and not to be so contained and to be this superhero that Flash has become. I want to see the Venom monster. So I hope that they just kind of change it up, get new ideas, and then bring the title back, because, you know, that was actually one of the very first issues that I started reading on a regular basis once I got back into collecting comics a little over a year ago. I think I started with issue 23, and I've collected every single issue ever since. So that was a little disappointing, but enough of me rambling. Let's get on with this week's pull list. And these guys are in no particular order. I just pulled them out the bag, and I'm going to show them to you guys how I pull them out the bag. Up first is Transformers Beast Wars, or Beast Hunters number 4. They had a different cover that they had in my box. I asked if I could have this one. I thought this was a much cooler cover with the Insecticons being trampled on by Grimlock. Really, really awesome. I really like that cover. Next, you guys, I got Batman Superman number 3. Really cool looking cover. Really like the glossy cover that DC is putting out right now. I cannot say enough about what they are doing. And one of the cool things about today, you guys, I got the whole day off, so I'm going to spend a lot of time just reading some comics, and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy myself. Next, you guys, I got what is this? Tom Strong and the Planet of Peril. As you guys saw last month, I did a review on issue number 1, and it was really good, and I want to see where this title is going. So I went ahead and picked up number 2. So that was cool. Next, comic book nerds, I got Lazarus number 3. Lazarus is a really good issue right now. I hope that it only gets better. Last issue was kind of a lot of dialogue, more character development and storytelling, not a lot of action. We'll see what this week has to show. Next, I got Justice League number 23. Here we have part 6 of Trinity War. I asked my guy at the comic book shop, I was like, is this the end or is this the end of the beginning? And he laughed because it just seems like, you know, something crazy has to come out of this. And I'm going to take my friend's advice on this being actually the beginning of something great or something big in the DC universe. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll probably definitely do a review on that, but it won't be on geekedoutnation.com. All right, next, you guys, I got this right here. Okay, now, as you saw in my review that I published, I think it was Monday, the other tie-in was just an average issue. I've decided I'm going to read this, and I'm going to read part 2, number 2 of Infinity. If I'm not sold, you guys, I'm not gonna finish out the story arc. It's too much money. I'm getting ripped off 2 pages. I think DC right now is doing a much better job, and Jonathan Hickman, I'm just lost with him. So I'll give it a couple more issues, and if I'm not really sold on what's going on, I'll catch it up on YouTube reviews or something like that. I just can't do it, you guys. Comics are just way too much money to be getting mediocre stories of issues that aren't going to be worth anything. Next, you guys, I got Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 26. Now, I saw Comic Uno. I was watching one of her reviews, and I heard that they're going to be doing away with the Ultimate Universe. I was like, what? I hope that they don't do away with Ultimate Comic Spider-Man, because I really enjoy Miles Morales and what's going on with him. So that's going to be crazy to see how that turns out. I really hope they keep Miles Morales around, because right now he's actually one of my favorite Spider-Man. Next, you guys, I got Scarlet Spider number 21. Now, this is the beginning of a new story arc. I actually forget what it's called. So this is probably a good jumping on point for anybody that wants to start reading Scarlet Spider. I see they got, I guess his name is Ben Reilly. I don't know too much about him, because when I was getting out of comic books, he was coming into play. Amazing Spider-Man 149 just skyrocketed when this guy came into play, and I was just kind of phasing out of it. And plus, I wasn't a big fan of the whole hoodie and just that whole look. So, you know, I knew that he was the clone Spider-Man, and he was created by the Jackal, and so don't really know much about him, but I'm definitely interested in this story to see kind of what happens. Next, you guys, I got Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. What is this, number 20? Number 20. So let me get that glare out a little bit. Number 20, kind of a cool cover. Kind of enjoying Transformers a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to give these a few more issues, because we still haven't seen Dark Cybertron yet. So they keep telling you it's a prelude. It's a prelude to Dark Cybertron. Next, I got The Dark Knight number 23. Clayface, really, really cool villain. I really like him a lot. And the Batman mythos. Definitely anxious to read this to see kind of what it's all about. Don't know if I'm going to do a review on it, so we'll see. Next, people, I got Damsels. Now, some of you are like, what, Edwin? You got Damsels? No, I got it for my wife. It's a Damsels one-shot. It's a $4.99 issue. I didn't even realize that when I picked it up. But it looks kind of thick, so hopefully it's, you know, hopefully it's worth it. Hopefully I get my money. She gets her money's worth out of it. So yeah, we'll see. Next, people, I got Talon number 11. Bane's Army, Out to Kill. Gonna be cool to see how this turns out. I'd like to see Bane kicking butt. Kind of digging the story a little bit. Plus $2.99, I think it's worth it. Next, I got, what is this? Uncanny Avengers number 11. Got Wolverine right down the cover. He's like pinned to a wall, but there's nothing really holding him. So it must be like Magneto or something. Has just, you know, Wolverine's adamantium skeleton pinned to the wall. So we'll see how that turns out. Next, I got, what is this? Uncanny X-Men number 11. And I'm still not caught up on this. I got a lot of reading to do of Uncanny X-Men. I keep saying I'm going to read it, but, you know, I keep picking it up. I know it's a good title. People keep talking about it. Plus, with all the new continuity that's going on in the Marvel Universe, you know, X-Men I've always been a fan of. So I know eventually I'm going to get caught up on it. So we'll see how this all turns out. But I'll keep picking it up. And then finally, you guys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 25. Another story part of the City Fall storyline. If you saw my review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Villains of Karai, we saw that there was a little bit of a tie-in, and Leonardo was actually in the pages of the book. So I'm definitely probably going to do a review on this. Don't take me at my word. Y'all know how I can be sometimes. But it's definitely probably one of my top 5 stories right now that I'm reading in comics. So definitely check out that, and you guys will know when I post it. So that's it, everybody. That's my pull list. Quite a few books. As you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books I got this week. Holy crap. That's a lot of books, man. I usually don't get no more than like 10 or 12, but those extra 3 books can add up. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out my reviews that I'll post up soon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, however you guys feel. And most importantly, keep God first in your life. Enjoy your comic books, though. And God bless you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.